Kal halayim la Yahal Bashim Yahushai wa Hashem Rakak Padash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahal Bashim Yahushai. Because through the name of Yahushai it exists salvation, because you can't know the name of the Son and you can't go to the Son, to the Father, without knowing the name of the Son. This is Acts 4:12. Salvation exists in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven to men by which we must be saved. So, all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Hashem Rakak, because He gave us His name. He gave us the names that we need, the tools. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai deserves all praises and glory. And also, His men deserve it. What we say, apostles, that's why we give the honors and blessings to the apostles, the elders, you know, the whole teaching element. And this name is precious. It's very precious. It could be the determining factor in your salvation. It can make you or break you. It can wake you or put you to sleep. You know, there's a bunch of names out there. People just calling on different names and such, calling on sweet Jesus. And there is no sweet Jesus, because the sweet Jesus, the name that you're using, the United States military uses it. And I was watching another, I don't know if it's another 48 or To Catch one of those motherfucking shows, which in this particular show, they go to different countries and they show crime scenes. And I think this was in Switzerland or Austria, one of those fucking places. And they were doing an interview of this lady that was in a church praising her version of sweet Jesus. And you know what she called him? You know, it was one of those Nordic countries, because the letter J, it said the letter J, but she pronounced it Jesus. Okay? So we have different what should we call it? We have different people remembering a name that is not the right name. It's not the correct name. These people are calling upon a false deity. You know, they won't be saved because they're calling on Jesus. So what if this? What if in that family there was a child from that was living in Babylon, was born in America, but goes to visit that country because that's where his grandparents are, or parents, you know, one or both. And this individual, this young man or young woman, this young individual does not speak that language. So they're having a prayer in the circle, and usually the grandma leads it, and she calls on Jesus. And now it's the grandson or the grandchild And that grandchild is calling on Jesus. It sounds the same, but it is not the same. So how can you be calling on something that sounds the same, right? It doesn't work for computers. If my password is almost correct, but I'm just missing one letter, or even the letters don't make sense, but it's the same meaning, I'm not gonna get in to that program I want to get into. It has to be the exact name. It has to be detailed. You know, it has to be the exact one, the precise one. So now, let's talk about the real names. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Now, those real names have authority. And in the scripture right there, Acts 4:12 tells you, no other name. So if there is no other name, how come the whole world doesn't use one name? You know? It's not gonna be the same fucking name in all these different churches. Excuse me. So like the Catholic Church, they don't all call on the same tower because they all have different locations. You could be having a sermon in Turkey, which is ancient Galatia, and they'll be talking about some crazy language that we don't know. Man. Some crazy name that we don't know. And then we're supposed to say, okay, that's the name. Right? It's not that easy. It's not that easy because nobody would agree. The whole world wouldn't agree. I mean, you can't even agree on what fucking president to vote for. It just makes no sense to have different names translated into different languages and they all mean the same. Like I had Hmong friends. It's the Hmong people come from Vietnam, right around Vietnam, Burma, Vietnam, around those places. And I had a friend, you know, the Lord took him. But his name was Tu. He didn't fucking translate it to something else. He just said, man, my name is fucking Tu. And some of those guys had American names. That's just the way they pronounce their shit. One of them was named Tang. So there's different names. You're only going to call the name that you were taught. So you have to be retaught. So all praises and glory due to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Kakodash. Thank you so much to the apostles and elders. For reals, man. Thank you guys so much. I know you're not going to see this, but the elders and apostles of GMS, they're the ones that got the name and the right doctrine. So till then, I say Shalom.